Shalom, Barakatah. This is High Priest, call halal, love the law. Back with another video lesson, giving all praises, honor, power, glory, dominion, majesty, reverence, blessings, worship, love, and admiration to the Most High, Yahweh, and Yahweh only. Double honors, triple honors to Yahweh and Yahweh only. No Baha Shem. Understand that? All right. Now, the title of today's video lesson is Proof. Deuteronomy 18 and 18 is not about JC Idle Shy. This is the YOZ University, the YOZ School. Welcome to class. We about to cut these non-believers up like arts and crafts. All right. Yeah, y'all know it's YOZ to the saints are free. All right. Now, Deuteronomy 18 and 18 is not about JC. And if you are a Christian light, try not to get emotional, but pray that the Most High God leads you into all truths. That's what we all should do. Seek the truth unto death, and the Most High God will fight for you. All right. Now, the leaders at One West, they were falsely indoctrinated with Christianity, and they did not cleanse themselves fully of that false indoctrination. All right. Now, let none of us play dumb. Way before the One West school of thought was invented, the Christian church taught that every prophecy in the so-called Old Testament was about JC, meaning One West got their doctrine from Christianity. One West is a branch, it's a spinoff of Christianity. The One West school of thought is Hebrewanity. These Christian camps, ISUPK, IUIC, WFI, GMS, Sakari, Genesis, they are Hebrewanity, right? Come on, man, don't play dumb. Christianity was way before the One West school of thought. Nobody was born yesterday. And we all know that this is what Christianity teach, even to this day, that every prophecy in the so-called Old Testament is about JC. That's where these Christian lights got it from. All right. But, the high priest called halal. I cleansed myself of all false indoctrinations and sought the Most High God's face diligently, zealously. Yeah, really wrestling with these scriptures, tossing these pages back and forth, slamming these pages, really laboring in the scriptures, and found out that I'm an Israelite from Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26, the curses, and just seeing the root reason why the curses was put on our people. And it was for breaking the first commandment, the most important commandment. And, that's idolatry. We fell into idolatry, and the Most High God put these curses on us. So then any sane person will really want to examine themselves so that they can cleanse themselves of anything that is not of the Most High God, anything that is, exalting themselves to the level of the Most High God, right? And I caught on to Paul first. And from there, it was just a domino effect. And JC that fictional character, Evil Head, was revealed. All right. And, just the fact that the New Testament was originally written in Greek, and the Greeks and the Romans, they are the arch enemies of the ancient Israelites. It's like, come on, man. It's a no brainer. Like, come on, man. Right? The way Paul is talking, and then you catch on to Paul, and then you see, oh, okay, well, he really gets everything from JC, but JC is just, his writers were a little bit more crafty, and the New Testament, it's plagiarism, euphemisms, typology, reverse psychology, replacement theology to deceive the children of Israel into idolatry and to take over the profitable priesthood with replacement theology. And now, after the war, they can take over the profitable priesthood, the Roman Catholic Church, because anybody can be saved. Anybody can be the ministers of God. The Gentiles, they are exalted to the level of God's chosen people, and it's no difference. And everybody's the same. There's no chosen people. They get all of that from the New Testament, right? Christianity is the New Testament. Christianity has a book, all right? But what we're going to do is we're going to prove that every prophecy that Christianity and Hebrewanity says is about JC Idol Shy in the so-called Old Testament is really not. Because it's really not. Literally and spiritually, it's not. No, it's not. It's not. All right? So get your notebook, get your pen, your pencil, or what have you, and, take notes, man, and come about your feelings, man, because we're truth seekers. And that's what this life is about, man. The Most High God is giving you a new day, this beautiful day, to seek Him, to find Him, to find the truth. All right? And the truth is to serve the Most High God, Yahweh, only. Observe Hebrew scriptures only. Observe the so-called Old Testament only. All right? So, let's get right off into it. Deuteronomy 18:18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren like unto you, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. Okay, now, off back. JC is not a prophet. JC is a fictional character. And the Edomite Romans that wrote him up, they wrote many false prophecies in his name. Okay? And we proved that on the Kelvin Israel channel. And we're going to prove that again on this channel. So make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button on this video, share this video, because we're really getting it in on this channel, getting into details, right? And really examining these scriptures and expounding on these scriptures, right? So get into class, right? Get into zealot mode. I will raise them up a prophet. Keyword, raise. Don't forget that. I will raise them up a prophet. from among their brethren like unto you, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. Okay? So let's go and see that Joshua fulfilled this prophecy. Now, here we are at Joshua chapter 1, verse 2. Deuteronomy 18 and 18 is about Joshua. And here is the prophecy coming to pass. Deuteronomy 18 and 18 is about Joshua. This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 2. Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise. You see, I will raise them up a prophet, right? Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise. Go over this Jordan, you and all this people, unto the land which I do give to them, even to the children of Israel. This is Joshua being raised up. This is the fulfillment of Deuteronomy 18 and 18. It's about Joshua, not about JC Idle Shy. Okay? Now we're going to go to Deuteronomy 18 and 18 again so that we can compare this. We go to Deuteronomy 18 and 18. I will raise them up a prophet. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto you. Go back to Joshua. Joshua 1:2. Moses, my servant, is dead. Now, therefore, arise. He's the prophet that's being raised up. That's like unto Moses. Okay? And that's the whole reason that he's being raised up, because Moses was near death. He was very old. He was 120 years old, and the children of Israel needed a new leader, and it was Joshua. Okay, now let's continue to build. Let's go and get where Moses himself says the same thing. Moses confirms it, that the Most High God was talking about Joshua. Yeah, Moses confirms it. He says who the Most High God was talking about in Deuteronomy 18 and 18. Right here, we're going to start at Deuteronomy 31, verse 1. And Moses went and spake these words unto all Israel. And he said unto them, I am 120 years old this day. I can no more go out and come in. Also, Yahweh has said unto me, thou shalt not go over this Jordan. Yahweh, your God, he will go over before you, and he will destroy these nations from before you, and you shall possess them. And Joshua, he shall go over before you, as Yahweh has said. Okay? Joshua is the prophet that's being raised up in Moses' place. Joshua is the prophet that's being raised up by the Most High God. Right here. That's what Yahweh has said. Right? And Joshua, he shall go over before you, as Yahweh has said. Where did Yahweh say this? Deuteronomy 18 and 18. Reading on. And Yahweh shall do unto them as he did to Sihon and to Og, kings of the Amorites, and to the land of them whom he destroyed. And Yahweh shall give them up before your face, that you may do unto them according to all the commandments which I have commanded you. Be strong and of a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them, for Yahweh your God, he it is that does go with you. He will not fail you, nor forsake you. And Moses called unto Joshua and said unto him in the sight of all Israel, be strong and of a good courage, for you must go with this people unto the land which Yahweh has sworn unto their fathers to give them, and you shall cause them to inherit it. And Yahweh, he it is that does go before you. He will be with you. He will not fail you, neither forsake you. Fear not, neither be dismayed. All right. Now we're going to go and grab another scripture that confirms that Joshua fulfilled Deuteronomy 18 and 18. We're going to go to Joshua 4 and 14. Yeah, you really got to read. You really got to know the Torah. You really got to know the Tanakh. You really got to know the Most High God. The Most High God really just got to be dealing with you for you to really understand these things. And he got to show you these things, and how the Most High God show you these things. One way, how he show you through his anointed priest. And I'm showing you right now. Joshua 4 and 14. On that day, Yahweh magnified Joshua in the sight of all Israel, and they feared him as they feared Moses all the days of his life, as they feared Moses, and they feared him as they feared Moses. Joshua is the prophet raised up that's like unto Moses, not JC. It's Joshua. He's the new leader of the people in this day, in the days of Moses, right? He's leading the people. He's like unto Moses. He's being feared by the people, respected by the people, like Moses was feared and respected by the people. He's leading the people like Moses was leading the people. The Most High God is with Joshua like he was with Moses. The Most High God is speaking directly to Joshua like he was speaking directly to Moses. Joshua is the prophet that's like unto Moses. And the Christianites would rebuttal this by going to this verse right here. Let's go to Deuteronomy 34, verse 10. Deuteronomy 34, verse 10. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom Yahweh knew face to face. And this is what the Christian lights would bring out and say, you see, it's not about Joshua, because it haven't arose a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses. Right. And when they say this, they really cancel out JC too, right? Because this is a prophetic book, is it not? JC, y'all say he is of Israel, right? Well, this cancels him out too. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, whom Yahweh knew face to face. All right. So this ignorance is the result of cherry picking. And Hebrewanity, these One West Christian camps, they fall victim to this shame. because they learned this crooked tactic of cherry picking from Christianity, right? The One West Christian camps, they're Hebrewanity. They're just a spinoff of Christianity. And they learned this cherry picking from Christianity. It's very deceitful. It's very dishonest, right? And all you got to do is just go back one verse to really get the context of what's being said here, right? And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, and there arose not a prophet since Joshua in Israel like unto Moses. Oh no, that's not the true understanding of it. That's not what it means. Let's go back one verse. Deuteronomy 34:9. And Joshua, and Joshua, the son of Nun, was full of the spirit of wisdom, for Moses had laid his hands upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him, and did as Yahweh commanded Moses. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses, since Joshua. It literally tells you that in verse 9. They're talking about Moses. They're talking about Joshua, right? And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses. And there arose not a prophet since Joshua in Israel like unto Moses. It literally tells you that in verse 9, that it's about Joshua. Let's read that again. Let's read that again for the ones that get, confused quickly. Let's take it slow. Deuteronomy 34:9, giving Deuteronomy 34:10 some context. And Joshua, the son of Nun, was full of the spirit of wisdom, for Moses had laid his hands upon him, and the children of Israel hearkened unto him, Joshua, and did as Yahweh commanded Moses. And there arose not a prophet since in Israel like unto Moses. It literally tells you it's about Joshua. And there arose not a prophet since Joshua in Israel like unto Moses, whom Yahweh knew face to face. Where did Joshua know the Most High face to face? Oh, man. Well, hey, we're here to edify. So let's go and get that. Let's go to Exodus 33:11. This is Exodus 33:11. And Yahweh spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp, but his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. So Joshua was right there with Moses, face to face with the Most High God. He did not depart out. Okay. Let's read that again. Exodus 33:11. And Yahweh spake unto Moses face to face, as a man speaketh unto his friend. And he turned again into the camp, but his servant Joshua, the son of Nun, a young man, departed not out of the tabernacle. He was right there. He saw what Moses saw. He did not go nowhere. All right. This is simple stuff, man. All right. Now you go to Exodus 24 and 13. Let's go to Exodus. Let's go to Exodus 24 and 13. Exodus 24 and 13. And Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua. And Moses went up into the mount of God. Who was with him? Joshua. Where are they going? To speak to the Most High God face to face. And Moses rose up and his minister Joshua. Joshua was with Moses. And Moses went up into the mount of God. Verse 14. And he said unto the elders, tarry here for us, him and Joshua, until we come again unto you. Him and Joshua, the we, they are going to talk to the Most High God face to face. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matter to do, let him come unto them. All right. So there you have it. Now, let's go and prove that it's not about JC. JC is not the prophet that's like unto Moses. Why? Because the New Testament says that JC is greater than Moses. You can't be like someone and greater than them at the same time. You're either like them, like you're the same, right? Or you're not like them, you're greater than them, right? Come on now, man. This is common sense stuff. Let's go to Hebrews in the New Testament. We're going to go to Hebrews, Salakia. We're going to Hebrews 3 and 3. For this man, JC, was counted worthy of more glory than Moses, inasmuch as he who has builded the house has more honor than the house. For this man, JC, was counted worthy of more glory than Moses. He's not the same as Moses according to the New Testament. So the New Testament, it cuts what you Christians and Christian lights are trying to say. Right? You can't be given more glory, but then again, you be the same as someone. You can't be more glorious than someone that you are the same to, that you are just alike as, right? Now let's go to the gospel. Let's go to the fairy tale gospel. We're going to go to John 5:45, and we're going to see that JC says he's not like Moses. He's not like Moses. JC says he's not like Moses. Are you going to believe it now? All right. John 5, verse 45. Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuseth you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. We know an accuser is like the devil, an adversary, right? But not to get too deep for the simple ones. Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuses you, even Moses, in whom ye trust. If JC is the prophet that's like unto Moses, then JC will be an accuser too. What is he saying? You're different than Moses? You're not an accuser, but Moses is the only accuser? Do not think that I will accuse you to the Father. There is one that accuses you, even Moses, in whom you trust. He's not like Moses. It's not about him. If he was like Moses, he would be the accuser too. If he was like Moses, he wouldn't be more glorious than Moses. Y'all gotta cut this idolatry out, man, and get real. Alright? Now I know that was edifying. Alright? Shalom. Barakatah. All praises, honor, and glory to the Most High God. Yahweh God.